Shalom, 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 Israel. This is your host, Joseph Israel, Jesus Justice League. And I'd like to say good morning. Good morning, Vietnam. But no, because it is Vietnam out there, man. Like, that's why I say, like, if you can't abide by your own rules, how can you abide by God's rules? Like, case in point, I'm finna give you an example. Let me put this up on screen. Let me see if I can get this on screen. How to do this. Okay, we're gonna go to Exodus 35. Give me a minute, y'all. Let me get this on screen real quick. Let me get this on screen. Okay. About to get ready to go to Exodus 35. Let's see if it's on screen. Let's see if it's on screen. No, it's not on screen. Give me a minute, fellas. Give me a minute, ladies. Give me a minute, fellas and ladies. See if I can get it on screen. Okay. Well, I said Exodus 35 and 3. So, basically, if you don't understand the holidays of God, how can you understand the spiritual things of God? That's the question now. Let's make sure we got this on screen for everybody to see. Before I get into my little soliloquy about what I want to break down. Now, as you see, let's make sure we get the chapter up in here too. Exodus 35 and 3. There we go. So everybody's clear on where we at. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. Wow. So now we got to understand, what is fire? What is fire? So, yeah, I got it written down, so I'm not going to act like I ain't have it written down. I always have it written down before I put it on screen. So we're finna go to James 3 and 6, because we got to understand what fire is. We got to understand what fire is. Thou shalt not burn fire around thy habitation. So now let me make sure we on screen. Yep, buddy. Okay, so now we're at James chapter 3, verse 6. Let's get it. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. Wow. So we know you shouldn't come, and to break this down, I already did a teaching. To break this down plain and simple, this is what you must not do. This is what you must not do. But these men will tell you you can't eat and do certain things, got people starving, messing with their health, because these men really don't understand scripture. Now, that's the stumbling block, which became a stumbling block for y'all, because that's what the precepts are. so God can make sure, or our ancestor can make sure that the right person for this priesthood comes along and understand these precepts. And this is the biggest mistake that always happens to people who don't understand precept. They get out here and teach, and then they give their own understanding of the precept. Lean not to thy own understanding, and you will find so many people that claim, or that are in the ministry, that claim to be close to God. You'll find they don't even understand the simplest terms of the precept, which is a statute, which is a stumbling block for most if you don't understand it. And if it's a stumbling block for the ones who's reading and preaching it to you, then they become a stumbling block to you, and you become a stumbling block for the next generation, just as our grandparents and mothers and so on before our grandparents, great grandparents, and so on and so forth. And then, like now to what we have today, is chaos because there's no order. So we at Isaiah 58 and 13. Let me put it on the screen so you know it's Isaiah. Isaiah 58. Now we're finna go down to 13. We're finna read this. This is all it's telling you to do. If thou turn away thy heart from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy, a delight, the holy of the Lord honorable, and thou shalt honor him, not doing thy own ways, nor finding thy own pleasure, nor speaking thy own words. Let's jump down to 14. Then thou shalt delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of the Lord have spoken it. Number 13 is all the same, man. And it's sad. It's real sad, bro. Because now we already know about the atonement. So now when you get to guys like this, let me see if I can put it on screen for you. Because like I said, every Israelite has the same doctrine, the same teaching. And these are the same men that claim they can help you know God. They know what the Spirit is. And yet they have their members sitting up there starving on the Sabbath and on the Day of Atonement of fasting. Now, I'm going to let this play so you can hear what Kanai has to say. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now this the same thing the leader GMS said, right? It's the same thing that Zabak said, right? And Sons of Thunders, right? Before they switched up. See, y'all living in a deceitful world. Now, if you don't understand what fasting is, how can you understand spiritual things? And this is what our people constantly get wrong. And then they turn to the kids or the people in the street and tell them, you need to come and get to know God. Am I getting to know God or your God? That's the question that most of these street cats and everything need to ask these religious nuts. Because that's what they are, religious nuts. Now, you seeing what these men do, their misinterpretation of scripture really put peoples in harm's way. Telling you that to afflict your soul, that means you must not eat. When clearly Isaiah 58 and 13 and already told you, only thing you had to do is read down some more. Y'all was already at Isaiah 58 and 5. But see, it goes to show, man, like how easily we can be swayed in by all the background. Ooh, pretty colors. Ooh, ah. Y'all just like a dude on a person on LSD. You see all these vibrant colors and you're gone crazy. You in a whole you're in a whole other paradigm. I mean, dog, somebody tell me, am I tripping? How in the hell would you understand spiritual things if you can't even get the Sabbath correct or the fasting to afflict your soul? And we all can go back. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's move this off the screen, man. Let's get down to here, man. Let's get down to here. Let's put this back on screen. Because remind you, Kanai is talking about afflicting your soul on Atonement Day. But clearly Jeremiah 36 and 6 says, therefore go thou and read in the roll which thou hast written from my mouth. Now, if you go up one before that on verse 5, it's going to tell you then Jeremiah called Baruch the son of Neriah, and Baruch wrote from the mouth of Jeremiah all the words of the Lord. No different from Moses. No different from Moses and Aaron. No, it wasn't Aaron that wrote for Moses. It was another scribe. I'll remember in a minute. But this is the same story as Moses. Therefore, go and read in the roll, which thou hast written from my mouth, the words of the Lord in the ears of the people in the Lord's house, in the Lord's vessel, upon fasting day. But these men of God, these men y'all hold high esteem, and can't get something correct as the holidays. But you'll hear them fight over the days of which the holidays, fall upon. This is strife. The Bible's being written out right now today. I mean, I'm going to give you one more. Matter of fact, let me move myself off the screen. I'm gonna give you one more. This is of the same group, so bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. So now we have, okay, now what we have here is this is the young buck. This is the thoroughbred that they taught. So we gonna see what he thinking about on the Day of Atonement. See, man, y'all gotta be careful when y'all dealing with these dudes, because these dudes can't understand how the ceremony goes of the Day of Atonement and the Sabbath. How can they understand the spiritual things of God? Come on, man. But anyway, let's get it. Let's see what he has to say, since everybody listen to these guys, since they're in high authority. Yeah. Y'all hear? Mm, mm, mm. Wow. Wow. And see, I'm glad that I'm recording this, because this is going to go good, man, while I'm still trying to figure out, do I want to do both of them, or do I just want to do the book? But then it wouldn't do it no justice if I didn't have this coming out of the mouth of these lying prophets. And these the men y'all listen to constantly. And for years, they've been leading y'all astray. Man, dog, y'all would do better just going back to the streets. I'm going to just keep it real. Now, the reason I did this is because I know a lot of them are going to do what that guy Zabak had did, like they had already been doing, stealing my stuff. And I tell everybody, but once you let a person get so gluttonous in their greed, they start slipping up. So not only do I have them recorded giving false scriptures and the understanding of their own thoughts, their own ways, their own goings, you know, this gonna make kids really look back and figure out what kind of ancestors did we have to be this damn dumb. You see the dude sitting up here plainly do not understand scripture. Feed, teach. I could go on to that. Went all the way to Jonah just to show he didn't even understand what Jonah was saying. Boy, boy, boy. But these are your religious leaders. And man, y'all know doggone well these churches next. Because we got to purge out the bull-ish. We got to purge this out, man. It's got to go. If we don't purge out the wickedness and the unlearned trying to profess themselves as wise, but now y'all seeing they looking like fools. Man, man, man. Ooh, boy, boy, boy. This boy, only our people could do stuff like this that people can write about. So when this book is complete, it'll be nothing but the unadulterated truth and nothing less. And then it's going to show these men as liars. Then it's going to show how many people push these men on other people daily. And how many people fall for the same bait. Now they going to be out in the street just like the boys of Bach did and start trying to teach them out stuff. They've been doing it. They've been doing it, trying to pull y'all in with wisdom, with spirituality. And I'm just sitting back and I'm watching y'all fall for it. So that's what you like. That's what God gonna give you. So when the trouble come to you, you can't complain. It's all of your doing, your decision, your party, your plies, his nuts. No homo. And that's another thing. Subconsciously being controlled, because if anything you say that sound gay to you or anybody else, you want to make sure it ain't no misunderstanding. Self-conscious, controlling y'all. And don't even know it. Just off laws as O.J. Simpson and as recently as Pete Diddy in trouble with the law, these people still manage to squeeze laws in between to keep you niggas trapped. By the time y'all figure out what's going on, it'll be too late to do any damn thing. Because a lot of these niggas got y'all living off in La La Land. Now, I already told y'all these men. Now, if you go, I don't got ISUPK on here, but they got the same doctrine. All these Israelites got the same doctrine. They swear up and down, we not together. It's just a big old diversion to make y'all think they ain't together, and all the time they working on the low together. Just plotting. No different from the church. And it's a shame. The church don't even try to do that. Celebrate the atonement. They don't do that. To them, it's not required. Even the Sabbath. But they claim they in the spirit. Men of God. Man, oh man, oh man. But these are the religious leaders that you nuts put in place to think for you, to the point you don't even think no more. In between these murder trials and everything, these high-profile trials, these people always end up managing throwing in the law in between these things, and then the dumb niggas don't even see it. And this is the biggest part right here. If y'all see these dudes lying to your face, these religious leaders, not men of God, but these religious leaders you chose by man. If y'all can't discern whether they lying to you and they saying it to your face, and you got a book to prove them wrong, how in the hell can you choose a president that's right for you? But you can't tell who's lying or who ain't lying to you, and you got the book right there to read. Boy, yeah, man. And this is the kickback. You know how God works, and it's funny. So since y'all got these guys in control, it's going to be the next set of y'all, and the next generation going to be like y'all. More messed up. More dumbed down than religion. More eager to make men their master. and listen to them and ignore the truth, because you didn't put more of you into a man and his words, and not even to the words of the Bible, what the book says. So I can just imagine how the next generation gonna be. Man, it's funny. And then it's not gonna be God's fault. It's gonna be because of your doing. This is what you put out there in the air in your community. And this is what you're gonna get in your community. Rubble, trash, confusion, violence, rape, murder. Man, gossip, rumors, hate, man, all types of stuff. Because y'all always seem to put the wrong people in play. And now we starting to see these men don't even understand scripture. But these will be the first men that you run to, the men of no understanding of scripture. And you'll swear these men are sent by God. Hilarious, man. Hilarious. Funny as hell. Just think about it. Our people funny as hell, man. You know, we don't even have discernment to even judge correctly. Because if I don't like you, I won't listen to you. Never mind that you might be telling the truth. Because I don't like you, you don't do this, you don't have enough visuals. Never mind you telling the truth. I like this because it got visual. I don't care if it's a lie. My eyes are entertained. Then they got you. Same way as they had us in the cartoon. You look at cartoons now it seems all kind of crazy. Man. Hey, but these are y'all leaders. These are men that are going to lead us forward. And I don't understand how they're going to lead us forward when they've been doing this for over 40-something, 50-something years, and we still right where we at, and they got worse than it did in the 90s or early 2000s. So what is we really talking about? What leaders do we really have? People got to ask themselves that. But you know how it is with our people, man. People we like, we'll turn a blind eye. And sometimes those to be the most dangerous people you can turn a blind eye to. I'm just thinking, man, future, either the kids gonna be worse than y'all, because there's no doubt if these the men that's gonna control y'all, then y'all might as well be looking forward for your kids to going through the worst or the same condition as you are. That's a fact. That's how it's gonna work out. Because of our ways, what we like. We like a little hood, we like a little ghetto with our gospel. Our eyes like to be entertained more than our brain do. But I just wanted to put this out, man. Just looking at these cats, man. Like, dog, tell me this how in the hell. And it'll never register with me. How in the hell? These men don't even understand the Sabbath or how you go about on Atonement Day. But y'all would trust these men to lie to you and say they know spiritual things. And I know myself, it takes years to master and know one's own self. This just don't come overnight. But hey, you want to get the authority of these guys over to your kids' soul, Just like you done gave authority to them over the past souls. They've been going to God. They've been doing the Sabbath. Been wearing fringes, disrespecting Jesus, disrespecting God's laws, the 4 quarters that's supposed to be upon your heart. Man, and these people think because they was with these certain dudes, when they die, they find out when they die, when they go where they about to go, that they ain't getting into heaven. Their ass going straight to hell. Now these dudes responsible for these people's soul, and then these people gonna be responsible for their soul. That's why I say, man, I'm responsible for me. I ain't responsible for my mama, my daddy, my kids, or nothing, man. I'm responsible for me. Just like you responsible for you. No matter, these guys can only lead you wrong. If I go any kind of wrong way, I'd rather it be my decision than somebody else drive me over the cliff. I'd rather do it myself. But it goes just to show you how little of scripture these men know, and how these men love to go regurgitate the same thing I dropped. I swear, if you go back, you can go back 3 months, and you will see when I drop through the week, on the weekend, you'll have them on early Saturday, Sabbath morning on a Saturday, regurgitating the same thing I said. Facts. No caps like these niggas. But y'all ain't gonna do y'all research. Y'all gonna sit back. But man, he don't fit what we looking for. Okay, that's cool. Most of the prophets, most of the messengers of God didn't fit what y'all like. That's why your ass dumb now. Going around listening to these fools, your ass up there stopping by the damn near pass out at the atonement or on the Sabbath, by the pass the hell out. All because you didn't listen to somebody. They made you might well drink rat poison. They playing with your soul and your spirit. Might well go and let them kill the body too. Go ahead and drink some rat poison. Because, boy, a lot of y'all souls going to be forever damned, man, when you leave this earth. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all got dealt with before you leave on your way up out of here. But with that said, man, this is your boy Joseph Israel of Jesus Justice League saying, man, enjoy your morning, man, and stop listening to everybody that claiming they know God. Y'all better start doing a background check on these niggas. Y'all, just like y'all talk about doing back check ground on people you mess with in relationships or whatever, you better start doing it for the same thing with these dudes that claiming that they know God and they know scripture. Because as you see, damn near all the camps about to start the hell out they damn member. And then you look at these dudes that running these camps, these motherfuckers fat, big as hell, boy. These looking like the marshmallow man around here and then starving everybody else. Now I see why they starving everybody else, because they eating all the damn food. Just look at these niggas, and then you probably look at their members like, damn. I see why they said that, because they want all the food for themselves. Man, it's a shame how some of these dudes got tied around their damn waist, man. Yeah, that boy got Dolly Parton titties, man. And then these the same dudes y'all sit and listen to, and knowing they're ignorant in scripture. But you still entertain that. So that's what you entertain. That's what God gonna give you. With that said, man, it's your boy Joseph Israel, man. We out the build. Ding, ding. Shalom, y'all. Enjoy the rest.